Hello and welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm here to give you my championship score predictions for this weekend. It's game week 36 in the championship and there are some good games this weekend. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe for more EFL content, smash that like button as well, and let me know in the video comments what your score predictions for all the games this week. I'm going to start off with Friday night's game, Norwich versus Oxford. Norwich are pushing for those playoff positions, only 4 points off 6th place. Couple of draws in their last 5 games. Oxford, they're not in form. Some of their fans are getting a little bit concerned that they are falling back into that relegation fight, which they do not want to be in. I think they've got more than enough to stay up in the championship, so they shouldn't worry too much, but they are not in form, and because they're not in form, fans are starting to worry. Despite me saying they don't need to worry too much, I don't think they're going to win this game. I've gone with 2-0 to Norwich. Coventry versus Stoke. One side in those playoff positions, the other needing to make sure that they need enough wins to stay up in the championship for next season. Coventry have won 8 of their last 9 matches in the championship. Meanwhile, Mark Robins, the former Coventry boss, he is going back to Coventry for the first time. Can I see Stoke stopping Coventry from scoring? No, I don't, and for this game I've also gone with a 2-0 win to the home side. Watford versus Millwall. Don't see many goals in this one, I have to be honest with you. Alex Neil has made Millwall very tough to beat. Talking about a good defence, Watford have kept 3 clean sheets in a row. With Watford being only 3 points away from those playoff positions, I can see them being the side that's going to control this game. I do think they will figure out a way to score. I can see Millwall just sitting back and just hit Watford on the counter or take full advantage on set pieces. Due to the great defensive work from Millwall over the season, I can't see many goals in this, so I've gone with a 1-0 Watford home win. Swansea versus Middlesbrough. After an awful run of form, Middlesbrough look like they're back after picking up 2 wins. They are only 2 points away from those playoff positions. Swansea at home recently, it hasn't been great. They've lost 3 of their last 4 home games. So with me saying that, and also Swansea not having a manager, I just feel like Middlesbrough, because they had that awful run of form and now they've picked up 2 wins recently, I feel like they're going to get 3 wins in a row and they're going to walk away with a 2-1 win. And also Middlesbrough have won their last 5 matches against Swansea in all competitions. Sunderland versus Cardiff. Out of all the games this week, this one might be an upset, but I don't see it happening. I think Sunderland will miss out on the top 2. I think there's too much for Sunderland to do to try and recover, but I really hope that doesn't mean that they don't put in a good performance at home against Cardiff. With me being a Luton fan, I do need Cardiff to lose this game, but Cardiff do have a good record against Sunderland. Cardiff have won their last 3 away matches against Sunderland in all competitions. Despite being really good against Sunderland away from home, Cardiff are winless in 5 away matches. I just think the quality in the Sunderland side is just going to be too much for Cardiff, and I do think Sunderland will get a 2-0 win at home. I don't think it's going to be a pretty game, but I think Sunderland will grind out and get a 2-0 win. West Brom versus QPR. West Brom responded well after falling behind 1-0 against Leeds last weekend. West Brom are only just in those playoff positions by goal difference, and it's their home form which they got to thank. They've only lost just 1 of their last 13 league games at home. After getting 3 defeats in 4 matches, I think getting into those playoff positions is going to be too much to ask for QPR. I think they are going to get a steady mid-table finish this season, but beating West Brom this weekend might give them a final opportunity. Yes, there's still 10 more games to play, but that gap between them and those playoff positions, it might be too much to recover. But look, if they can go on a good run of form and beat West Brom, then who knows what could happen. But for me, West Brom know they need to keep on winning games of football. They know teams are just around them in the championship table. The pressure is on, but I think they will cope with that pressure and walk away with a 2-1 home win. Bristol City versus Hull. as a Luton fan, I kind of need Bristol City to win at home against Hull here, so Hull can stay roughly near us in the Championship table. Who would have thought that Bristol City would be competing for a playoff position this year? I didn't, but they're having a very good season, a much improved season compared to last year. At home, recently, it's been amazing. They've won 6 of their last 7 league games at Ashton Gate. However, Hull did celebrate a very important win at home against Plymouth Argyle, but then again, I don't think they had to work hard against Plymouth because Plymouth made it very easy. I watched that game and yeah, the quality throughout wasn't the greatest. It was an easy win, but against Bristol City it's going to be tough. That's definitely going to be a difference in quality. However, due to the form and due to how well Bristol City are playing right now, and the fact that Bristol City have won their last 5 home matches against Hull in all competitions, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to the home side. Right, let's move on to my team, Luton. We play against Burnley away from home. I'm praying after beating Portsmouth that has given the Luton Town squad some confidence that we can go to Burnley and grind out a result. It's not going to be easy at all. Burnley, they love defending, and also at home they have one of the best home records in the Championship. They haven't lost at home all season, but they do like a draw. And I think in this game, Luton shouldn't go all-out attack. We shouldn't be front-footed. We should just try it and allow Burnley to try and break us down and then counter-attack Burnley, because they're proven at home they're not the greatest side at breaking teams down. And if they do, it's only 1 goal, so there's still a chance if you do go 1-0 down that you can still get back into the game. However, Burnley are unbeaten in 22 league games and they sit 2 points behind second place Sheffield United. So there is plenty to play for. The pressure is on. They can still get automatic promotion, and I expect them to be a little bit more attacking than they have been in previous home games. But for Luton, there is some good news. We've drawn our last 4 games at Burnley in all competitions. But for this one, due to the fact that Burnley love defending, Luton struggle to score goals, I'm going with a 0-0 draw. Derby versus Blackburn. Both teams have had a new manager recently. Derby, of course, it hasn't been great since the new manager has arrived, currently winless. Derby have lost 10 of their last 12 matches in the Championship. Blackburn have won their last 5 matches against Derby in all competitions. Despite not winning in their last 2 games, Blackburn, they are still only just outside those playoff positions by goal difference. I think the confidence at Derby right now is at an all-time low. And I feel like, yes, although the Derby boss knows Blackburn inside out, I still don't believe that Derby can get anything at home against them, and I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Blackburn. Sheffield United versus Preston. Sheffield United have won 5 of their last 6 matches in the Championship. They know how to win ugly, but Preston, they know how to make it very tough. They will put 11 players behind the ball. They won't attack, not away from home they don't. They will make it very, very difficult. But I do think the quality of the Sheffield United players, I think it will be too much for Preston to handle. And I think Sheffield United will figure out a way to score. But I don't think they'll score many. I've gone with a 1-0 Sheffield United win. They also need to win, with Burnley also being at home and Leeds playing away from home against Portsmouth. This might be a good weekend for Sheffield United if they could pick up the 3 points. Plymouth versus Sheffield Wednesday. As I've already mentioned in this video, Plymouth were not great midweek against Hull. Yes, the second goal should not have counted due to it being offside, but I do expect a reaction from those Plymouth players. The manager came out after the game and mentioned that that wasn't the side he's been managing over the last couple of weeks. It was a very disappointing performance. But Sheffield Wednesday at the moment themselves, they're not performing well. They've lost 4 of their last 5 Championship games. Plymouth have failed to win 19 of their last 21 matches. I do expect to see a reaction from those Plymouth players, but I don't think it will be enough to walk away with the 3 points. For this game, I've gone with a draw. I've gone with a 1-1 draw. And the last game is Portsmouth versus Leeds. This game is on a Sunday. Portsmouth with their defence right now, I don't think they've got enough in their side to stop Leeds from scoring. Leeds know how to score all different types of goals, and they've got that never give up attitude. They're also undefeated in their last 17 matches in the Championship. With this game being on a Sunday, as I've mentioned, and Leeds knowing the results from Burnley, Sheffield United, I feel like there might be pressure on Leeds to get a win, but I think they've got more than enough to walk away with the 3 points. I do think Portsmouth will score, but I think Leeds will get another one to make sure they can walk away and get the result. So I've gone with a 2-1 away win to Leeds. So those are my Championship predictions from game week 36. Here's a recap of all my predictions. I've gone with Leeds to beat Portsmouth 2-1 away from home. Sheffield United to win ugly against Preston at home. I've gone with Burnley to get a 0-0 draw with my team Luton. And I've also gone with a 2-1 win for Blackburn. I think Derby's form is just going to get worse and Blackburn will get their first win under their new boss. Come back on Monday for my midweek predictions. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I will be making more EFL content over the course of the year. Please smash that like button as well. Please drop me a comment down below of your score predictions for this weekend. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be a match preview of the Burnley versus Luton Town game.